Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anna520, and welcome to the black sheep of the family. Shortly after the first game was released, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link came out for the NES. This game is weird. It's unlike any other game in the Zelda franchise. And it's no wonder that they didn't do this again. It's a very bizarre entry in the series, and the reason why I never actually played it during my original run-through of the different Zelda games is because playing it with a keyboard doesn't really work that well. You get this weird effect if you accidentally press the left and right keys at the same time, or Link sort of just like flings himself across the screen. It's very odd. Anyway, Link 000. We've got some icons there on the right. Let's see what this leads us to. So as you can see, right away, bit of a different beast here. So, as you can see, we're in a side-scrolling orientation here. A jumps, B swings our sword, and we once again have the little beam that we can throw forward. We can crouch. That's about all we can do right now. So the story of Zelda 2 is, after Link saved Princess Zelda from the first game, he learned, of another Princess Zelda, the original Princess Zelda, who was cast into a deep spell by the Prince of Hyrule. And now we're on a quest to find the third piece of the Triforce, the Triforce of Courage, which has been secretly kept in a different part of Hyrule. So, I'm sticking to the paths here, mainly for one reason. If you venture off of the road, you'll see these icons start to show up and run around on the screen. These are enemy encounters, a la a RPG. If you run into one of them, you enter a little side-scrolling screen. This one, in this case, gives us a fairy, which would heal us. There are like 3 different icons you can grab, and the area where you fight the enemies in is dependent entirely on what the terrain is under you whenever you hit the enemy. We got a rock here we can't do anything about, and there's a town. You can press B, I think, to read the screen. Yeah. Welcome to Raru. Oh, that's funny. That sounds like a familiar name. You got these random NPCs walking around. Return the crystal to the palace in Parappa. Yes. So, the story goes that there is a great palace off in a distant part of the world that we have to gain access to, which is where the Triforce of Courage is being held. However, to gain access to this palace, we need to return... I can't pull up the inventory on this screen. Hold on, let's get into side scrolling. Here we go. So you can see there, we've got 0 keys, we've got 2 lives, and we've got 6 things. Those are the crystals. We have 6 palaces to find in the world, where we have to venture inside and put the crystals in. We've got ourselves some enemies here. So, in every one of these regions, you're going to encounter... whoops. Things are moving way too fast for me to explain. There are 3 shapes that we can encounter, and the area that we're going to encounter the enemies in is based on the tile that we encounter them on. If you hit the road and run into one of them, you don't have to fight them. But if you're on the grass plains, or the forest, or later on the sand, or the graveyard, or a swamp, you have a whole bunch of enemies appear on the screen, and what we have to do is get off the left or the right side of the screen. You'll always have these infinitely respawning enemies that scroll from left to right. In this case, it's the spear swinging dudes. And if they hit you, they'll actually drain some of your experience points, which is what we're trying to collect here. And we can level up our life here, which is actually our defense. See these spiders here drop 2 experience points. We've got this little pot here, which is going to refill some of our magic. We don't actually know any magic spells yet. I want to hit you. There we go. Get our 2. And the amount of experience we need for each level up will go up each time. Obviously. So we need 100 experience to get to the next level. Some magic for no reason. Our shield actually can be used to block projectiles and weapons. And you'll notice that Link has this thing going on where he like pulls his sword back before he swings it. You need to account for that. Otherwise, you're not going to hit anything. Come on. There we go. Get that too. Get off the side of the screen. We also have caves here. We don't want to go in here yet because we can't see a blasted thing. So I think there's actually something we want to do in this town to be able to see. You press B to talk to people. You can go inside these houses and talk to people. If all else fails, use fire. Okay. I don't know what that means. You'll also see this lady who's walking around outside her house. If you talk to her, she'll take you inside and give you full health. And there's also somewhere... there's also an old woman somewhere who will give you full magic if you go inside. Now, you may have noticed this lady came out of this house. If we talk to her... Talk with my father before you leave town. Okay. She'll go back inside, and we can follow her in. Each town has a wise man. Learn from him. I don't know why I put that inflection on there. But we can come down here into the basement and speak with the old man. In Parappa Desert, use this magic to survive. And he will give us the shield spell. It costs 32 magic to cast. And we can actually select it with the select button, but we only have the one spell, so whenever we press select, I think, it'll cast the spell. Let's try that out. Yeah. And you can see it used half of our magic meter. And it turned our tunic red. But it only works for one screen, so you need to be aware of that. Also, let's... Hold on, let's look in here. I've heard come in... Oh, there's a little girl. Hello. Get candle in Parappa Palace. Go west. Okay, so we can't go through the cave yet. But we need to find Parappa Palace. So these icons, I need to talk about these icons. You got the little blob, which is going to be an easy set of enemies. You've got the fairy, which is going to be... the fairy is going to be, you know, a fairy, which will, oh, you know what, we do actually have to go through there. You have the fairy, which will give you a fairy and give you health. And then you have the big buff dude walking around. That is a hard enemy set. So we need to come through here. Now normally... Oh! Yeah, there. You can kind of see it on the screen there. There's an enemy right there. You can kind of see them walking around on the ground. There's only the one, thankfully. But we can walk out here. And now we're fighting in the desert, and you got these rocks, which I can use my shield to deflect. I think that's the only thing you have to face on the easy version of this. And then we have this palace. This is our first dungeon. So we come over here. We take the elevator. You use the elevator by using the up and down keys. Now those enemies down there, those enemies are the ones that drain your XP if you let them touch you. So we're gonna go to the left here first. They're also infinitely spawning. So I think that's why they drain your XP, so you can't farm them. And then we have this guy. This is a bot, I think. Oh, wait, I don't have that yet. You eventually learn like a downward stab attack. 2 XP there. We got a Stalfos here. He's also got a shield, so you can't hit him in the chest. So he's got a shield up. Get out of here. And we have our key. How do we get this key? You have to grab it with your sword. I believe this game is what inspired the development of like the Faces of Evil game. I am losing my health. Get some magic back. If you lose all your life, it'll eat up one of your lives and put you back at the entrance. No worse for wear. But you don't have, and it'll also give you full health again. However, if you lose all of your lives, you will lose all the XP that you've gathered so far. And be back to square one. So you need to watch that mainly. You got a locked door here. Just touch it. It'll open. These guys are the most annoying thing. And here we have a bubble. Bubbles are incredibly hard to beat. They're really tough. They have a lot of HP. But if you can manage to kill one... I think they give a decent amount of experience. But trying to kill one with these guys walking around... Also, you'll notice, they don't bounce off the, They don't bounce off the walls. They bounce off the edge of the screen. Okay. Now I've got him where I need him to be. So he's now... Oop, excuse me. If we get him to this side of the screen, then we don't have to worry about those infinitely spawning enemies to show up. Ouch. He also doesn't block our sword like he did in the first game, so that's a good thing, I guess. Does take a lot of... does hurt, though. Unlike the ones in the first game. Get over here. There we go. Come on. Aw, you... Okay. Come on. Alright, just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Eventually he'll die. Those guys drained all my experience out. I don't know if you noticed. I have 0 out of 100 again. Just keep spamming. Can't remember if these guys are worth killing or not. Let's see here. I'm gonna get this guy. We'll see if it's worth 50. So, unless you get, like, max level attack, probably not worth killing those guys. Oop. Ow. Bruh. It also should be pointed out that the enemies in this game, they're all followers of Ganon. And their plot is to revive Ganon using Link's blood. Oh, there we go. We could level up our magic, or we could cancel and save it for another life upgrade. But we're gonna level up our magic. Now, where does this go? Do I want to go down? I think I want to go down. I definitely want to go down, but do I have a key for that yet? I do not have a key for that. So where's the key at? Oh, the key's up there. Okay. We'll come back for that. So we're going to avoid the bubble, but we are going to kill the bot. Uh-oh. Get away. Get out of here. You drop 2. I'm going to take this up. To the right there's a fairy. I don't know this game as much as I know the first one. Mainly because I don't play this one very often. This one's kind of... Ow. Okay, grab that. Alright, come through here. Kill another bot. I think that's what those are called, bots. They're either called bots or bits. So we want to come in here, and now we gotta fight this guy. Who's throwing maces. And doing a lot of damage. You know what? Hold on. I want to get through his mace throwing, and then I can... Get down here. There we go. Another 50. Grab this. And then if we hit this guy in the head, we'll get a magic jar, which will fill our magic back up. Get rid of this bozo. Keeps coming back because he doesn't know what's good for him. I have, like, no health. Okay, I think we'll be fine as long as we follow this dude. Or not. Okay, there we go. I don't think I can kill that guy without running into him. Unless he does that. Come down here. We're gonna grab this fairy real quick, who will fully heal us. Now we'll make our way back. Get out of here. Make our way back through here. There should be a elevator. Take this down. Now you have to watch these statues, because sometimes if you hit them, they'll give you magic. But sometimes if you hit them, they'll spawn a dark nut, and you don't want them to spawn a dark nut. Alright, let's try to avoid this guy. Whoa! Okay, hi. Turbo Bob here. Got a bridge. Stuck underneath this, because this is gonna... Ow, you little stinker. Jump. There we go. So this bridge is kind of collapsed as I'm walking across it. So what I want to do is I'm gonna walk, 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 walk. Grab that real quick. That's a 50 bagger. Come on. You'll find these little pea bags periodically, and they'll have either 50 or 200 experience in them. Oh, another one of these guys. No, you don't. Bruh. Get used to seeing that screen. You'll see that screen a lot. Also, I just lost 144 experience. And it'll also throw you back to the last place you saved. Actually, no. I think it just always throws you back into the palace. So we have to walk all the way back to the palace. Okay, So we know there's nothing here. We know there's nothing oh, this is where the dude is. There he is. Little crab crawling around on the floor. Or a trilobite or something. Alright. Okay, I don't want to fight these guys right now. I just want to get back in the palace. Let's see. Okay, nothing there. You can see why this game didn't exactly take off. No. No. So we just have to get back to that spot. Avoid that guy. Alrighty. So a lot of backtracking gonna be going on in this. 30. Yep, and go down here. Well, I'm gonna gamble. Okay, nothing. Get out of here. The speed of these guys, I think, is random. No, this guy's definitely faster. Oh, man. Bruh. Yo, get out of here. Get... Stupid... gel caps. Bruh. This is what it's like. This is this game. Also, the pee bag's gone, so... Probably should have grabbed it on the way back, now that I think about it. Bruh. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going to cast my shield spell, and you'll notice it doesn't take 2 whole blocks anymore. This guy still hurts like a truck. Come on. Got him. There we go. And now we get a Dark Nut. This is an orange Dark Nut. And he's a right pain in my butt. Alright, so is the guy throwing maces still going to be there? No, he's not. You can tell which way he's going to throw his sword. But you can sometimes trick him. Alright, there we go. Grab our first item, the candle. Remember the candle. Unfortunately, the candle only has one purpose in this game. You can see it down there at the bottom. And all the candle does is light up dark rooms. Which, while mundane, is still incredibly useful, because then you don't have to worry about getting ambushed in the dark. Here we got another pea bag. This one's going to get us 50, which will get us enough to get our life to level 3. We kind of needed that. And I think from now on, I'm going to keep my life upgrades for whenever I need a full heal. Anyway. Whoa, Nelly, he's gonna hit me. Ow. But now I have level 3. Damn it! You jerk. Oh, that's the other thing. Bubbles, well, they don't take away your sword. What they do is they take away your you jerk waffle. They take away your magic. They're like the anti-fairies from Zelda 3. I think that's where that ability comes from. Anyway, this fairy's still here. This fairy's still here. We're going to grab this fairy real quick. And then we're going to hop down here. Now, we're going to have a orange dark nut here in a second. If you do the jump attack, the jump attack will usually guarantee you manage to hit him. There we go. And you drop the red jar. Those guys usually drop 50. I think the rule is that if the enemy drops 50 or less experience by itself, if it drops a P-bag, it'll drop a 50 P-bag. But if it drops 50 or more, it'll drop a 200 P-bag. Oh, this guy again, huh? Well, let's shield. Let's go through the door. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Stop jumping through the wall. Stop backing up, too. There we go. Now we get our first attack up, which is going to be immensely useful. And then we got another orange dark nut coming up here. Hello, bozo. Jerk. You want to swing as he's coming down, or as you're coming down. There we go. And I'm going to die here in a second, and I don't have any extra lives, which is annoying, because here's our boss. You know what? Here's our boss. This is Horsehead. I'm gonna do this for no reason. And I'm dead. Return of Ganon. Game over. Continue. Back at the palace. This is what a large portion of this game is going to be, is just walking back from the palace. There are one-ups in this game that you can pick up, but they're basically useless because they don't respawn. We do have the candle now, so this cave is lit up. And we can see this guy coming. Let's see what he looks like. A little blue troglodyte, trilobite, whatever it is. Anyway. More rocks. We'll just go off the right side this time. There we go. Now, let's get back to the palace and face off against Horsehead. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, we don't have time, really, to fight Horsehead. So instead, I'm going to come down here. We're going to hit a trap somewhere in this area. There it is. Watch the bubbles. The bubbles will knock you back. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but you fall in that water, that's instant death. There we go. And then we come down here to this circle of trees. And over here, we've got a Goria. But we also have a heart container, which will increase the amount of health we have. You know what? I should probably kill the Goria. Drops to 20. Probably wasn't worth it. Gotta go back through the trap. Gotta go through the trap backwards. Whoa. Excuse me. Yeah, falling in the water is a one-hit kill. It's kind of like falling in the water in Mario. Even though that wasn't technically water, it was just off-screen. There we go. More rocks. Ow. Stupid rocks. Stop hitting me. Anyway. More rocks. There we go. And we're back at Parappa Palace. But, unfortunately, we're all out of time. So, next time on Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, we're going to head back into Parappa Palace and fight Horsehead. This game's hard. Till then, this is Anna520, signing out.